Welcome to episode
So,
18 of the Otaku Summit podcast. What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's rocking with you guys? I know April went on a pirate excursion over the weekend.
while me and Devon get swing yesterday.
We did. We can get to that though. But
Wait, y'all didn't see the movie?
We did watch the movie.
Oh, okay.
We watched the movie, all right. You will find out. But yeah, me and Amal got swing yesterday. Went to watch the My Hero Academia movie, and Vicky is locked down with work and school, so she is not here. But that was also what she has been up to. So, without further ado, guys, we can start with some news this week. The biggest one: Spy X Family fans. Hey, listen, we are eating now. It's time. It's finally time. We got the anime announcement. Now we have a visual, and it looks great. Which studio?
The whole trailer.
Trailer. The whole thing. Yeah. And it looks awesome. It looks like a great job.
Yes.
Witch Studios and Cloverworks at the helm. I don't know how Witch still doing it, even though with recent news. But hey, listen, I'll take it. I'll take it however I can get it, especially with their recent endeavor with Ranking of Kings. I'll definitely take it however I can get it. But yeah,
Is going to Spy X Family.
If I think what?
I think Cloverworks funded it. They are.
That makes sense. That makes sense. That's what he said. And it's even better than the whole Spy X Family thing. It's like Witch X Cloverworks. So it's like, there you go. We have it. I think.
Even though Cloverworks I'd be on the fence with them.
But see, Cloverworks funds it. Then Witch does the heavy lifting. It's perfect. It's a perfect blend.
Okay. Yeah, as long as just let Cloverworks fund it. Don't let Cloverworks get anywhere in the writer's room.
That has to do with all of the animation and everything, and they say, okay, wait, Clover, we need your money. That's it.
Just don't let Cloverworks get into the writers' room because that's how Wonder Egg Priority happened, and that mysterious myth of the season 2 of Promised Neverland happened.
No, what? What happened?
You do know Cloverworks is behind that imaginary season of.
I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
Me neither. Whatever that is, it doesn't exist.
Different language. All I heard was
it does not exist.
No, there were rumors that there was a season 2 of Promised Neverland, and people are just.
You ever heard the parents
that season 2 actually happened, and apparently Cloverworks were behind it.
Like, you've ever heard the parents talking Charlie Brown? Like, that's what I hear from April right now. Like, wow. What you saying to me? But anyway, whatever you said, April, I hope it was enthusiastic. But yeah, Spy X Family is coming. 2022 is about to be a great year for movies and anime, so I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to that definitely. I know more news, and I know Amar can talk more to this. More football anime coming our way. For the city fans.
The footsie anime. Sorry.
May have some competition next year for that footy anime.
And I'm two competitions. Blue Lock.
Oh, too.
Awashi.
So soccer is just the trend now. That's
well,
right now.
Next year is the World Cup, so that's they promote soccer. Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes a ton of sense. All right. So just news, any trailers or anything came out of it? I mean, I didn't check it on anything, but I just saw like.
Yeah, we have a trailer for Awashi. It's being done. Like, funny enough, it's being done by the studio that I wanted to do Blue Lock, and that's Production IG.
That's
wow.
That's really great. That's really great.
Same studio as IQ. So,
hey, listen,
this anime will be lit. Yeah.
No more. I'm with it. I will be watching. I will definitely be watching.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I look forward to that because IQ is my thing.
Yep. And Awashi is a seinen manga as well, so the writing will definitely be different.
Okay, now you're talking to me again. You talking to me again. I've never seen a seinen sports series. At least
Me
not
neither.
one again. I've never seen a seinen sports series. That's actually pretty interesting.
Are there any
Yeah.
seinen sports series out there?
I'm not
There should
sure.
be, but I've never
Yeah,
like
I've never seen one.
the only well, they're not. I don't think they're seinen. I'm pretty sure they're shonen. You know the creator of Slam Dunk, right?
Yeah.
He has another basketball series called Real, but I don't
Uh-huh.
think it's seinen. I think that's shonen too because Slam Dunk was shonen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because
Yeah,
yeah, I've definitely not. None comes to mind at all. At all. I'll probably look it up
yeah,
after, but yeah, none
yeah.
really.
Usually sports series is be shonen.
Exactly. So that's pretty interesting. So I'm looking forward to seeing that even more now. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I know
Mm-hmm.
another more news. There's an anime coming out that's very similar to Squid Games.
Yeah,
And you actually showed us not too long ago.
Tomodachi game, which translates to friend game.
Wow.
I don't know that that alone already tells me this anime about to be serious.
Oh, we're gonna have another
Yeah,
marble game, aren't
You,
we?
yeah.
right.
That's
I feel like this guy will punch your emotions like for some odd reason. I just feel like
betrayal.
that's all
I could
exactly. That's
already
all I hear.
sense the betrayal.
Betrayal. That's all I hear. That's all I
Yep.
hear. Constant, constant, constant betrayal.
Oh,
Not
y'all is
really.
friends. Okay, we can see how long
Or,
that
or you
lasts.
think we is, or you think we is friends? I never would like you anyway.
Oh man.
So there you go. There you go. Sacrifice. Boom. Just like that. But
Yep.
yeah, but like Squid Game, I enjoy Squid Game, so I definitely look and check that out. Whenever that
Wait, do we
releases.
have a link to send people?
For that,
Yes.
do you have a link? Where will we put the link though? I don't know. I mean,
But
I
we
know
can
where
do
I
it,
can put it.
but where you gonna put it? Wow. Where you gonna put it? Hey,
You, you,
where could you
yeah,
possibly put it?
where?
Didn't
you
you send the
deceive.
link? Didn't you send the link though?
I didn't send
Yeah,
anything.
the link is in the group,
Yeah,
isn't
you
it?
did. I mean, I have it
No, I
here.
mean to watch us live, not to join
Ah,
the. Yeah,
oh, look at that.
Wow.
yeah.
Be more specific
Look at
with
that.
your
No,
words.
man.
Be
No,
more
no,
specific with your
no,
words, your
Look at
choices.
us. Why does
no,
Facebook
man.
already have meta in its name? What's going on? What's going on?
I
They
mean,
changed
well,
it already?
No, it's not changed the fake, but I just saw meta in a link. I'm like, really, Facebook? This what you
Oh,
doing?
Jesus.
This what you really doing?
Zuckerberg needs to be stopped. I could write an anime called Otaku on Zuckerberg.
that,
wow.
that's
Ooh, and you're gonna have like the different socials as like soldiers.
Yeah, yeah.
Twitter, Instagram,
Twitter
WhatsApp,
could be the main character.
Oh my
even
god.
WhatsApp and
Instagram could
Instagram.
be the love interest.
That's crazy.
Oh,
That's that.
and since Facebook
I
sort
sent
of,
the link.
how about how we do like Instagram gets killed off by Facebook because like how Facebook did like Facebook people bought Instagram and they also bought WhatsApp. So
Yes, they
you
did.
could imagine like a Titan size. Oh, I know what it's called. You could imagine like a Titan size Facebook just devouring Instagram.
Oh my god, I got
It's too on the nose, but I would like to see it.
this off
I'd love to see that.
Snapchat somewhere as the villain. Since Snapchat is the forgotten, everyone stole pieces of Snapchat away to put on their platform.
Oh my god! Then high five in MySpace are the true heroes. They come. There was locked up in the cellar.
Clearly, it's a slow news week. Clearly, it's a slow news week right now. We can't
For
go all
real.
out. All right. Since we seem to be done with the news. I don't think there's anything else new news worthy that happened this week. No,
Um,
anime announcements. Oh, don't
there's
forget.
another.
Oh, go on. No, go on.
There's the SAO Progressive. They're making another movie. They just
Ah,
announced it today.
oh, oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
isn't Progressive the movie though? Isn't that?
All right.
yeah, yeah. They're
All right.
making a
I
second
rock with
one.
that.
We
I rock
do
with that.
we we had a date for that. Did they give us a date for that yet?
It's coming out in America in December, I think.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah,
The movie?
yeah.
Hmm. I
I
wonder.
wonder. I wonder if Fusion will let us how
I
progressive.
wonder. I listen.
That's a good question.
That's
That's
a
a very
very
good
good
question.
question. Listen,
I
I
mean,
was.
it depends on how my hero will do. I'm planning on trying to get.
We
I'm
get.
plan.
We,
Why you
Listen,
sigh
listen,
like
listen,
that?
listen, listen. We can get to that.
we
We can save
get
this
to
for the
that.
end. We can save
Just
this for
know
the end.
we have the.
A
We have the.
big
We have
ass
the
round
very.
coming.
We have
A
the
big
very. We
ass
have
round coming for me.
with whoever
Oh no.
whoever handles bringing in movies or like whoever just makes this is like, hey, let's bring in this anime movie. We have to have a conversation with them on this
Real
radio.
talk.
Oh
We have to have
no.
that conversation.
Oh
This
no.
conversation.
I
But
I'm both nervous and excited to hear this story.
don't worry. You should have it. But I was gonna say, don't forget the new season of JoJo starts next month in December on Netflix, whenever that may be, and they're scheduled. Whenever, hopefully they release. I don't know how Netflix is going to do it because they still have this weird thing with JoJo where they said something about once a month or something of that sort. But I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be just episodes or however they're going to do it. But JoJo is coming season 6, not season 6. Sorry, season 7. Right, season 7 is coming next month on Netflix. So definitely stay tuned and look forward to that. I think that is for news. That is for news. You want to save this My Hero Run for La, or we just get into the
I
discussion?
mean, well,
I mean,
y'all guys keep circling around it, so you know what? I wish I had popcorn. You should have told me. I should have popped up some popcorn so I could sit back and listen to
good.
your experience. It sounds like this was a very experience for you guys.
You know what? Let's start with this. So
Oh boy.
we talking about the movie first, or we gonna talk about how we get bamboozled?
Oh Jesus.
Bamboozle and then movie.
Oh
Cause
Okay,
okay. Ooh.
Bamboozle then movie. Bamboozle then movie.
okay. All right. So as you know, April, me and Javon got tickets to go watch this movie on Sunday night,
I think we did.
and we all
After them not putting up the movie time on Friday, the
yeah,
Yeah.
late showing, and then putting it up mad late on Friday after we bought our
yeah,
ticket.
I
yeah.
Like,
They
remember that.
wait till
who
we
I
buy our
wanted to go.
tickets,
I
and
wanted
then
to
they
go
do
watch
it.
it on Friday with you
right?
guys. I couldn't because yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's how I missed it.
Mhm.
Exactly. So we just was like, okay, cool. We could still go on Sunday. So we there at Fusion, all excited, hype up to watch this movie.
Got
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 our
my
food and everything.
got
I
my
we
got
got
my
the manga and all.
what is called a fan? Got my manga ready.
Everything. Everything.
Every
Oh,
ready.
I hope whenever
We
I
set.
go, I hope whenever I go, they serve coffee so I can get one.
It's a
So
good job.
we yeah, it's a good time. Still there. We get our stuff. We head into the room. We see sitting down. We ready. The preview is finished. Title card come on. We hearing English. I say
Dope.
we step in the wrong meaning. Everybody
Dope.
was like, no, the people tell us come here. The whole movie is dumb.
No,
Now mind you,
I
right?
never watched a lick of My Hero in dub. That
It's
Hey,
was set
awful.
me
It's
off.
awful,
bro,
April.
that's
It's
my problem.
awful. It's
Now,
awful.
for the most part, I ain't too elitist when it comes to something though, right? Cool.
Yeah.
I can manage. But
I
like you
mean,
said,
yeah, but
I
still,
have
if you
not
watch
heard
the whole thing of
a
dub,
lick of dog for my hero. So imagine
same.
me when these dudes speak and I hear English. I'm like, what? Who is this? What is
Oh
this?
my
It's awful.
gosh.
Huh?
Oh
Why is
no.
Gacha? Why does Bakugo sound like that? What is going on? What is that? What?
Oh
What am I?
no.
Oh,
It was
stop.
so bad.
What?
So bad. Like
I don't.
I couldn't even pay attention how bad it was. Like I feel like I missed out on important information
Oh
because
no,
I
you
now what happened?
have to refresh your browser. You can. Probably have to
Oh
refresh your browser.
Jesus. Oh
Yeah.
Lord. All right.
Don't worry.
You handle the
I'll
rest.
continue your
Handle the
rant while
rest.
you going. I'll continue
Yeah.
your rant.
Handle the rest.
So the dub comes on. It's like we in confusion. What's really happening in this movie? So
Did
now
they
we
switch
back up
it?
with it. Switch what? No, they did not. We got sent. Keep in mind though, this is the second time this has happened. The second time. The first time was with One Piece Stampede.
Oh yeah, I
So
haven't. I didn't watch
went
One Piece.
we went inside the movie theater expecting the sub for it and got the dub. So now I'm looking at my phone, going back, scrolling, looking for my ticket to make sure I bought the right ticket. Like I'm not freaking out. I bought sub. Lux. Sub. Okay. So why am I watching?
No.
On top of that, I asked other people, like, who watched on other say, did you watch the sub or the dub? I'm like, I watched the sub. So it's just us then. We the problem. All right, cool. Boom. All right, cool. What made it?
Did y'all talk to someone after the movie
I really wanted to,
about
but
it?
I was like,
I should have, but I say,
we
you know
really
what?
should have. We really should have. But they're like, we can say
This
if that
movie, this movie was such a waste of my time.
Oh
it was.
no.
I just wanted to go home, there. Like,
Oh
in
no.
all
Just
Because
honesty,
new stuff.
all right, let me
that ain't even it. That ain't even it.
Oh, the movie didn't
Heroes
do.
Rising was
yeah,
infinitely better than this film.
it was. Heroes
Oh.
Rising was very much so better.
Infinitely better.
And
Wow. That
not
sucks.
before we get into more like what of the movie, what made it more like the dub actually made it more difficult to follow like certain things compared to if I was reading and say because the audio sometimes didn't blend, so it's like the way when they said things, it got lost. So
Oh,
it's like
that
sometimes
stinking
I
shit.
like I couldn't follow. So it's like whatever. Okay, but out of the movie itself, I have I don't know if well, you want to start or should I start?
All right, I got it. I gave you a brief synopsis of the movie. So
Okay.
basically, there are some cultists around. Well, they was in England.
No, they were. Was that England? I think that may have been somewhere in England. At least where, because
Yeah,
they had it was a little like the World Series mission. It was very little. So all of the R18 UA class was in different parts of the world, but the main
Uh-huh.
three of
yeah,
it was in England. I
yeah.
think.
So it was basically a cultist group who were anti-quirk,
Mhm.
and their goal essentially was to like release like this gas thing that would like make everybody quirk go overload and then eventually kill them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so that's how the whole World Hero mission thing started because they was going to set off these bombs like everywhere. And so when Deku and the trio, sorry, Deku and Bakugo and Todoroki, when they got to where they got to, they had to steal like this briefcase that it had like the key to stopping all this or whatever.
Mhm.
And some that this one character probably was like the worst thing about the movie for me because he stole the case from Deku and
Oh,
Deku
he's
couldn't catch
the
him and
guy who you
yeah
see in the trailers.
Roddy
yeah
Soul.
yeah
Roddy.
Roddy Soul.
Yeah.
Deku couldn't catch this nigga for nothing. So I say, okay, this my quirk must be his luck because there ain't no way Deku with one for all can't catch this man. Turns out this dude quirk is a fucking bird that is like expresses emotions.
Literally.
That's
Literally.
his quirk. A bird that is expresses emotions. So I say, how this dude do all of this
There you go.
and that's his quirk. So
Perfect.
anyway, when
Ooh,
Deku
I want
finally
that. I want the book so bad.
when Deku finally get the guy, the cultists end up framing him for murder or some garbage
Oh,
like that.
okay. Yeah. Okay.
So Deku was on the run. Todoroki and Bakugo was like, listen, stay low. We didn't know what's going on, but we can try to deal with this. So Deku and this guy end up traveling wherever it was they were traveling. They was getting chased from the cultist people who have quirks, by the way, which is a contradiction. But
Because
so
he's gonna get this. He's gonna get. He
How
is.
could you be against quirks and have quirks though?
It's because
exactly,
It's
they
like the overhaul problem.
the premise of their plan circles around a main plot device of the actual series of the quirk irregularity
Uh,
problem. So whereas
Yeah.
like, quirks eventually will end up destroying humans. So essentially, quirks are evil. So if like we go back to where
um,
the origin of quirks, where people who had quirks were pretty much discriminated against, but people who didn't, because they just saw them as like monsters and stuff. So like essentially, you can say it's like that, to where they're coming from there. But yeah, that's so.
Yeah.
Anyway,
This movie dumb. But anyway, so they so yeah, so they getting chased from these niggas. And there was a really cool character, April. Her quirk was like
and
her
what if she?
hand would turn into like a bow. She reminded me of Nagan.
ooh,
She
Issue number.
really reminded me of Nagan.
This is one of my first problems with this movie. But go on, Mo.
Yeah. Her right there.
oh.
She was
Yes,
such a cool character.
Well, we know what My Hero
quirk,
does with female characters,
quirk,
especially good
longbow.
female
Yeah.
characters.
So
Yeah, I know
so
she's really good.
basically so basically she was chasing Deck with them or whatever, and she was in a helicopter, and she failed to take the briefcase from them, and for some stupid reason, she decided to like go full Allah Akbar and blow herself up.
What?
I don't know. So like when it
What
happened,
is with Horikoshi? I know Horikoshi has some mix in this
I don't
or
think he
some
did.
plot in it.
But I thought, like, I don't actually think, in
Why
terms of
her?
the story, I don't think he did. And then when I thought about that, it's like,
Okay.
I think that's why this movie felt so different from the first two.
So
Because he
yeah,
he didn't have much
didn't have,
involvement in this one than the others.
story wise, no, I don't think he did.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I don't think he had
yeah,
anything with this.
Because I was supposed to say, what's with Horikoshi and blowing up women?
exactly me. So because like me and some other people thought she was definitely coming back, because I was like, this is a dumb way for you to go out. Like
Why do you do that to
if I
such
was
good
writing this
female
movie, I would have
characters
had to
then?
fight
Oh, that's
Todoroki
not.
or Bakugo. But
Mm-hmm.
apparently she died out. So basically we
Please.
get the backstory for the other main character, who Quirk is a fucking bird. He has
You also
two.
think
Okay,
it's scared?
to add more detail to his quirk soul, pretty much the bird reveals his true inner feelings. So if
His
he's like,
emotions fade. That's what I said. It's literally
someone
it
said in the
showcases his
dialogue
emotions
group,
fade.
and it's essentially he's a mood ring. The bird is a mood ring. It's like
I
Literally
don't
the
want
fade.
a quirk like that. I
the
wouldn't
beginning
want a
that he's
quirk like
angry,
that.
but I'm happy inside. The bird is gonna be happy.
I don't want no
Exactly.
quirk like that. That's a horrible quirk.
It's awful thing. Like I had to convince myself that he had ultra instinct, because like there's no way this man
That
was
made more
dodging
sense.
lasers. He was dodging death, bro. I was
That
like,
made
how are
more
you doing
sense.
this?
Well, you
How are
know,
you doing this?
Batman did have those
No, no,
powers.
no, no, no. Deku was Batman. Deku was
That,
Batman.
that
Anyway,
made more sense. Like let the bird be a pet, and then give him like he's good at parkour, like something that adds up. Because he
yeah,
was like,
mate.
like it makes
Yeah,
sense.
let it be like a total, like not Todoroki, Jesus. Toki, what was what's the
Tokiyami.
name?
Oh,
That's the name of their friend, the bird
Oh
person.
Tokiyami.
no, you mean
What's
He
his
is
name?
Tokiyami.
Aoyama.
No,
No, she means
I am.
Tokiyami. He
Isn't
said the bird.
Ayama the
Oh,
one
Coda,
who
Coda,
shoots the
Coda, Coda,
lasers?
Coda. I think her name is Coda. You mean the one who could do the animals, who could talk to animals, something like that?
No, I'm talking about their friend who's turned to a bird who's talking about the darkness all the time.
Tokiyami.
Oh,
Okay,
Tokoyami.
I was right about
Tokiyami.
Tokiyami.
Oh,
But yeah,
okay.
like yeah, he should have been like that.
No,
Like
this
summon
is
the
just let
bird
him
and
like
let the
have
bird
some kind of
attack
like
you. No.
Bro,
maybe
they could have given him
anyway.
anything. He could have talked to trees. I would have accepted that more of it. Like
His quirk served no purpose in that movie. Like it was just a thing. It
absolutely
really
none.
it just a thing. It was just a
No,
thing.
that sucks.
It was just a thing.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I don't
So
know. You, yeah. I don't know.
we got his backstory. He have a little brother and a little
Which I
sister and a
didn't care.
daddy.
I honestly didn't
And
care.
the daddy joined the cult. But then the daddy realized that these niggas was crazy, so he tried backtrack, but I guess they kill him. But he make a fail safe to stop their machine or whatever, and that's what was in the briefcase.
Uh,
But then the bad guys get the briefcase, and then they go onto the base of the bad guys. Todoroki and Bakugo come. They randomly make up people for Bakugo and Todoroki to fight. They come out of fucking nowhere. And
They don't even have
Deku,
actual names. Now that I've actually looked through this book,
seriously, they don't have
actual
names in the book
They
either.
They are called whatever I said. Well, me look for. Well,
They call villain 1 and 2.
I
Anyways,
No, I
so
can't.
no, it's not. It's not that. But yeah,
so
keep
yeah,
going.
so then Deku and the bird guy had to fight the main antagonist.
Right.
What is it?
Serpentis and Leviathan. That's Serpentis,
Why almost look like a knockoff Frieza?
Serpentis, and Leviathan.
He
Like
almost looks like
This
a knockoff Frieza.
that is it.
this is just anyway.
But
That's tragic, but yeah. So yeah, the main boss who is the leader of the cult. We know nothing about this man. He literally is just a nigga who blue, and his quirk is that he can reflect other
who
quirks.
hates quirks? Like
Yeah.
this.
So basically, the final fight happened. Everybody beauty had to beat. Deku beat this nigga with 100% without Aries, by the way. I
And
know
he
when this nigga.
and he's okay.
Yeah, he's
After
okay.
that.
I don't know how, but he's okay. And
Listen to
then
me. I was so
it was so funny,
confused.
April.
Breaking the laws
Deku
of
beat the blue off this man, bro.
Oh yeah.
He literally beat the
seriously.
blue off of him. Yes, this man was blue, and after his cut off, he wasn't blue anymore.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I don't know. And so the movie ends with them in the hospital and Deku giving him a hug, talking about like come visit you or whatever, blah blah blah. And yeah.
Okay. Let me get into my issues of this movie. Now that the boss finished or something, right? First things first. Everything you saw promotional wise is a lie.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Everything
you saw them suits the day it was him?
you see
Yeah,
that?
I heard the suits was only in the opening act. That's what I heard.
That's it. You don't see no more. That's it.
I did hear that about the suits. I'm like, they went through all of that for the in the suits.
All the promotion,
like, at least
all
let
that going
the
off
suits,
hoodies.
at least let the suits stay at least 2 or 3 acts, man.
5 minutes.
Now the next
I
thing.
heard about that.
You see these three? You see
Yeah,
these three?
yeah.
Take these two away. Take these two away.
Yeah,
Take these
this
two
the
away.
Deku movie. This the Deku movie.
Deku is my boy. You
Because
know,
like,
Deku is my son. You know, Deku is my MC.
No.
Wait, no,
was
the
like,
superheroes though, too.
everybody had daytime to shine. Everyone.
That's true.
The
They were-
Todoroki fight in that movie infinitely
really was-
better than the
you
fight in
realize
this movie.
Infinitely better. Like,
Because didn't they first promote that? Then like when they first promote, like when we just were seeing posters of it, then they call them and he will meet the 3 musketeers.
Yeah.
let me get them.
He
Let me
beat the
get them.
chosen one.
Let me get them. Let me get them. Right? The first movie they promoted. This the movie. This the class. The first movie you saw the class in action. Boom.
Yeah.
Second movie you saw the class, but you know it was basically Deku and Bakugo. That was it. You saw that. This movie, you got okay. It's time for
it's like every movie.
It's time for the monster trio of class 1A to shine. The 3 musketeers. No,
it's like
Bakugo and Todoroki are background characters in this movie.
Are we saying pardon forming?
Background class. They literally.
Deku and Bakugo now.
Yo, for like a good portion of this movie, they literally had us on the Deku and Rody adventure. Until Bakugo and Todoroki eventually shows up, fight for a bit, and then they got together. They go, okay, they figure out the plan, they figure out where the bomb is, the key is.
I heard that Bakugo got too dirty this movie. Is that true?
Babe, everyone get do dirty this movie.
Well, that's true. Even Deku to some extent got dirty. But if your name ain't Deku, absolutely. It made no sense. Their fights, they didn't even give time to their fights. It was like they start, they flash over, they start, they flash over.
And the trailers they made Todoroki's fight looked so cool.
Cool.
Listen,
I mean, not cool, but it looked trippy. It looked trippy in the trailer.
That nigga was drowning.
They took the best parts. the little scenes to make it look like something. No, nothing happened.
No.
Do it literally, this was Todoroki's fight. Gets rid of Mob. Big monster pops up. Big monster snatches him. We go back to Deku. We come back to Todoroki eventually. Todoroki punches Big Monster and we done.
You ain't serious. You're not serious.
Literally.
You're not serious.
That's literally Todoroki's
you are
fight.
Not serious.
That is literally Todoroki. You know what Todoroki's big moment in that fight was? Him using Flash Fire Fist.
No.
Now imagine coming from Todoroki fighting the Chimera and Heroes Rising, where it's an infinitely better fight. That
finish was really good.
That had you thinking, oh my god, how these could win? Exactly. Yeah. The finish.
That
all
was
of
awesome
that. None of that.
He actually killed
and the problem is, we actually left that fight saying, okay, but that movie saying, all right, we want more Todoroki. We want Todoroki to have a moment. We thought Todoroki would have a moment in this movie because it's the Three Musketeers. It did not happen.
So it makes me wonder, why did they market it? Like, I haven't seen the movie yet, but based on your guys,
because they're popular characters. That's the only thing I can.
I know it's so stupid. Like, don't. Well, my thing is this: do not title it as Three Musketeers, because like how they were promoting it made me think, oh, we can get something similar to Heroes Rising.
Is what I'm thinking. Listen,
I thought so too.
Because I thought we was gonna do some book. Like, I know some books. Because I thought we were to do the same. Like, so like the same.
If
sharing
y'all
the blood for all.
Me too.
But have that.
If y'all was about to show me Todoroki with one, I'd have been on. I'd have been here for that.
I would love to see Todoroki.
If I had gotten that, I wouldn't have cared that it was the same. And then at the second movie, I'd have been there just to see Todoroki with one fall. I'd have been there with that.
Because I thought I thought we was gonna get some bullshit like that. It was gonna be like a 3-way sharing, and then one for all was gonna be like, yeah, we done our work.
Out of matter of fact, and I kind of realized this after the movie. This, like him, Deku fighting the boss and everything up to that was just like Overhaul's arc done worse. Essentially, that was it. Overhaul's arc done worse. He even fought him the same way as Overhaul. Like he literally did the exact same things he did when he finally beat Overhaul.
Because you had Quirks individuals fighting against Quirks, wanting to get rid of Quirks, and it's almost like a similar plot to it.
Yo, all that man wanted was a hug. Literally, all that man wanted.
Yeah.
All that man wanted is love. All he wanted is love. His family didn't love him because of his quirk. That's it. Wow. That's why he's so angry. That's why he's so angry. That's it. He just wanted a hug. That's all. Wow. That's all. He just wanted someone to hug him and all of those like, it's okay, son, we love you. That's it. Wow. There was no motivation. Like, I didn't know about this main character, this main villain until first movie, we got to see the main villain constantly. Second movie, we got to see the main villain. We got to see how there's nothing going back, right? So let's go back to the beginning of the day. I would have been okay with we have the stay low, go to a different country. Whole thing they did with Deku and Rodi, if they had just added Todoroki and Bakugo, because that would have been funny.
Oh my god, that's like road trip with the boys.
Exactly.
Why did we get road trip the boys?
Exactly.
Because like y'all ever see like some of Horikoshi's sketches? Like he did like there's a sketch, right, of I think it's of 3 of them sitting by a wall, just being all chill.
Yeah.
Why can't we have
those moments? They could have done that.
Like, why can't we have those moments in the movie?
That would have been infinitely better and made more sense.
Give us
to what the movie was supposed to be about. I'd have felt them. I'd have been like, all right, cool. It's them, those three, especially because they interned together. But it never. Like, this literally takes place after that. That makes all the sense in the world. Like, I don't understand.
April, that's why even more hard. They What? Oh, Devon, just tell it. Just tell
No,
it. Just
I
tell
can
it.
get to
Just
that.
tell
We
it.
can get, I still got
Oh
I still
Oh,
got
boy,
man, just
there's more.
we can get to that. So they can make so much sense and they can make you mad too, April. I promise you they can
Ooh,
make you mad too. But
what
anyway,
they do?
let's go back to the female with the longbow, right? Huh.
Yeah,
She was introduced very early in the movie.
yeah,
She was tailing Deku them the entire time. You don't think it would have made sense to have her fight Todoroki or Bakugo? No,
yeah.
kill her off.
It
More
makes
villains I
sense.
see in this book who have actual names. There was one that turned into an actual ogre. I think this one have this called Iron Ball or something. Whatever string he told I
Ooh, sounds
one
interesting.
of these guys, the known villains we saw who had personality, we got to
Yeah.
interact with, could have been
So what happened to
anybody.
them? Like how? I mean, well, you told me
One
what
guy,
happened to the bow girl. What happened to the
I
iron?
think he gets
Guy?
arrested. I forgot. I think he got
So
arrested.
he just get
Todoroki beat
arrested
him.
off screen. He got arrested off screen.
I don't know, something up, but Todoroki beat him early. So it's like they just had that fight. But
Wasted
you
opportunity, man.
instead, you give us two random enemies in a horde who
so.
just not even the fact that you introduced us to the main villain and it was like, okay, these two guys or whoever. Because one is a twin and the other is just like a giant. I don't know what it is. Like it's almost like a normal ass thing. But anyway, not to say like, okay, well these my top two henchmen. Like these my two guards, my left and my right. Alright? If
Yeah.
you get them, boom. So now you gotta get to them to get to me. I'd have been
Yeah.
oh, these dudes just randomly pop up and okay, Baku gotta fight this one. Alright, now Todoroki gotta
It's
fight this
wasted
one.
opportunity, man.
And wasted
Don't
time for
My,
them.
don't watch
so
this movie, bro. Don't
And
watch it.
wasted time for them.
Don't watch it.
so
We
should
didn't
I
even get
go on the grand blue line?
This movie don't exist.
wait for that. That's if you want to watch it, and not, I was even going to say, at least this would make, and I think all of that just made me even more furious to the fact I
I
was
really
watching.
want the book though.
Go get. I mean, if you want to go, it's a cool book. I actually like the book. It's a cool book, but I think if it was itself, I'd have felt more scenes better. Like more scenes would have hit more to me.
Because like
Like,
Yeah.
if they're can only have it in dub, then I might not
yo,
actually. I wonder if
this
they'll
is
let me just buy the book. Like can I just walk into Fusion and be like, hey, can
listen.
I don't want to watch
Yo,
the movie, but can I buy the book? How much I'm
my thing
willing to
is
give y'all like $10 for the book.
Bakugo. Even though, but I hated the fight they had. Bakugo had a moment in that where I was like, oh, this is raw. But I didn't feel it because it was in dub. I was like, what? This is raw. This bleeding. His eye is red from blood. It's like if this was in sub and I could feel that aggression, I didn't like this much.
Yeah,
Bakugo
man.
had
For real.
had a
Yeah,
dialogue in that
that's
where,
always the thing with dub. Like dub, does
yo,
always be like either there's underplay the emotion or there's overplay the emotion.
yo,
It's never
Yeah.
the right
there was
level or consistent.
there was a moment where like the twins he was fighting used the injection that enhances quirks, right? And they got like mad crazy looking, right? Bakugo
Yeah.
had a line that I actually thought was cool, but the impact wasn't there. He is like, if y'all can get crazy, I'ma get crazy too. I was like, but if that was in sub, I know that would have hit.
Right, because
I was like,
you
if
know
y'all gonna get
You
crazy,
know
then I can
Bakugo's
get
voice
crazy. I was
after
like,
like the
boy,
growl. It's Japanese VA. It's like the growl, so you growl that.
Yep. Yep.
I was like, wait, what I watching? And then top of that, his fight was hard to follow. I don't know what they were doing. I honestly, even the animation in this didn't live up to the first two movies.
Oh
Yeah.
no, that
The
sucks.
the fight was hard to follow. I was like, okay, what's happening? I don't understand. But
So this was like more like a cash grab movie, if that's
oh,
Definitely.
how would you say?
this is absolutely.
Definitely.
Oh, we need to make a My Hero movie. Which brings us to the point we want to say when we feel like you're going to get mad, April. There is
Hmm.
absolutely no point in switching the arcs for season 5 to promote this movie.
See,
There was
see,
no like I'd have understood
they messed up
if this
season
movie
5. Y'all
was
messed up
Yeah.
season 5 for this.
for
Yeah.
nothing,
Yeah.
Turn a whole.
nothing.
Because you can imagine how much better season 5 would have been if they didn't
This
have
was
to like
supposed to be the best season, bro.
shoehorn
This was supposed to be the best season we've had.
They
Animation
this
in
is
this.
my thing. Like
Let
they
it
better
like
not
listen
do
to me.
anything to season 6. They better keep season 6 true to the
Bro,
manga. They should know. They should know that the
Horror
war
Koshi,
arc. You cannot fuck around with the
Horror
war arc
Koshi,
and what comes
listen.
after the war arc. You cannot do that.
Horror Koshi,
There cannot be no
yeah.
switching.
Listen,
No switching, no missing episodes, no cutting anything for the war
Thank
arc
you.
and
I
what
don't
comes
want to see
after.
none of that.
Free.
None
None
of
of that.
that.
None of
Free.
that.
Listen to me.
It
Amen.
has to follow everything
None
to
of
the
that.
freaking T.
Amen.
Has to.
Amen.
I don't
Has
want to
Amen.
see. I want to see all of it.
There is no room to.
Did I saw blood and blood in this movie? Wasted
Yeah,
blood.
we saw
Wasted blood.
wasted blood.
I
Wasted.
saw plenty blood in this. I want to see
Listen,
Wasted.
all the blood.
that's
I
the
want
blood
to
what
see
we could have had in
all the
season
blood.
5.
Every animator y'all are work on this movie, please put them back on that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not even the
Give us-
animation for this movie was worth them skipping and messing up and
I
switching around.
know.
I
And that's
really,
so upsetting that
I
they
really
fucked
didn't
up a
believe what I
whole
was watching.
season just like for a movie that's not good. Like y'all, that's what y'all frig up the season. Like the season is supposed to set up like one of the best arcs ever. Really
listen
over
Listen.
this
for nothing.
bullshit.
We got an extra filler episode. The time
Literally.
I want you
know.
to. I want you to understand this right now.
An extra
We got
filler episode.
It's even worse. We barely got
What's
to see what the rest of the
stretched out?
class was doing.
What's
Oh, right.
stretched out?
That's another great for y'all.
Cause
We
like,
could have at least seen
uh-huh.
what the rest of the class was doing
You mean the
on
movie?
their missions.
Yeah.
On their missions. Like even if like okay, we didn't have the time and space to really flesh out what we could have had something that would have felt satisfying. Like okay, cool, that's what they're doing. I forgot it was a World Heroes mission at some point until the bomb was about to go off, and then
Siobhan, let me. You know what? The moment I knew that I didn't like this movie was when I was sitting next to Gavin and I say, you know what I realized? We ain't had nobody say plus ultra once in this movie. I like when it finally happened, it didn't hit me. Like that
That's
stuff
the
after does not hit at all
the
me.
show.
It ain't.
It ain't hit
That's
me.
the mantra of the
It
show.
ain't
You
it.
have to say
It ain't
say it at least once, even
It
if
ain't
someone says it like as a one-off, as a
Right.
joke. It has to be at least said
As
once.
far as I
It
can
did
say,
not hit me.
I support data 3 dash. I support data from Bakugo. I support data from Todoroki. I support
Yeah.
data from there. And the one time it ain't hit. Because
It
it ain't make
ain't
no
hit
sense.
me. It ain't hit me.
I'm very disappointed. Y'all guys made me feel very disappointed now.
Imagine me. Imagine us.
They make us watch this horrible movie
They put us
in English,
through-
bro.
they put us-
Come on,
Listen,
man.
they put us through
Shoot.
every possible thing you can think of.
Because part of me still wants to go to
This is my
add numbers so that fusion, so this could help influence
That's the
fusion
only-
to
that's the
bring
only
more
thing
anime movies.
the
I
only thing
want
I
to
can
do
think of.
that.
And for
I
them to
really
keep
want
doing
to
this,
do it.
bring in the
But then
merch too.
if you guys are
Keep bringing the merch
if
too.
you guys are gonna false advertise on your site and let me buy things for sub and then you let me go into dub, I would have asked for my I would have been that one, be like,
No, for
I
real.
paid for sub. This is not sub.
And you put me in the dub.
So will I be compensated for this, or
That's what I'm saying.
what's going on?
Yeah.
Because that made no
Because
sense.
technically, Fusion did not give you what you paid for.
Nope.
I feel like I would have been less upset if I was actually watching what I paid for. So the
Yeah.
fact that I was already in the dub made me mad.
Yeah.
Fusion, I hope that you're listening to this.
I'm more upset.
I hope that you're listening to this, Fusion, or someone that works in Fusion.
Oh no, listen, they gave me this. I gotta go in the solid group. I gotta tell Timmy, hey, you gotta send this back. We gotta have the associates. We gotta
That's
have
right.
whoever in charge.
Tell
We gotta
our
have them on
peeps.
squad.
Tell our people on the inside that hey,
we gotta have them on squad.
that's a dick move, bro.
That ain't. Oh, another thing I just remember. how for the life of you, right? Let me tell you,
Mhm.
Evan, season 5,
Yeah.
a big part of Deku's development is him learning that all for one comes with multiple quirks. And he
Yeah.
unlocks
Yeah.
this quirk. He unlocks Black Whip. The only time we got to see Black Whip is when he was using it to run away. They had him like
Uh-huh.
Spider Man, which has been the meme. Like people call him Spider Man, flying us, whatever. How
Yeah.
you know about this man? He was Black Whip to fight in the actual movie.
Exactly.
He didn't use
How you
it
know
not
about
even
this
to
Exactly.
fight,
man?
not even to fight the main villain.
Do
He
so
No.
didn't use
Black
Black Whip.
at all.
No.
This man,
No.
And
his,
like, I already
his
hate
life
how
they forget.
I really don't like how Black Whip is animated. I don't like how they have it with that green highlight. I really don't like how but then they're not
I
gonna
feel
use it.
like we missed instead of them. I feel like we missed a cool opportunity for them to infuse Black Whip with 100%.
Yeah. They did.
But you
They
could have,
did.
That
listen.
if you was to edit any other way, you should have
But because
incorporated
like
that.
in the like
You should have incorporated that.
Yeah.
anime only you only see the true the true possibility of Black Whip yet.
At
But
all.
in the manga, like when he does like that slingshot thing,
At
Yeah.
all.
like
Yeah.
why couldn't we have that?
I could have
Why
think
couldn't
of
they give us
so
that in the
many
movie at
different
least?
things. Like even you just had him like literally had Black Whip hold this man down while he
Yeah.
attacked something like so. But you had him do
But
essentially what
could
we watched.
Matt should do
Essentially
a
what we
whole
watched him do
slingshot
in season
thing,
4.
Yeah.
or
Like
to
I said,
like come over here and then kick him in the face when you brought him to you.
anything.
Come
But they
on,
really didn't use this man Black Whip.
wasted
Another thing, going
opportunity.
back, this movie disregards a lot of development they had during that Endeavor arc. Like it would have made sense for me to see Todoroki incorporate him using fire and ice at the same time more where it's like you gotta get faster. Or you
Yeah.
see Bakugo condense his burst more into something
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
where it ties in with the arc that it's following.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it makes sense. So not only do you separate the three for a long period of the movie, like you don't have to interact with. Now it's like one of the main things from the arc, the fact that Todoroki, Bakugo, and Deku were going to be interning with Endeavor to begin. As a matter of fact, I feel Endeavor should have been with them.
Yeah.
well, so what
Endeavor
was
should
it?
have been with
Good
them.
question. What was Endeavor doing all of this time?
We don't know. He
Wow.
was off. He was off chasing somebody.
What?
I don't know.
He was with Burning trying to stop one of the bombs, and why wasn't Endeavor with them? Like none of it tied. I was like, I don't want. I don't
It's
really.
like
I don't under.
it's like
I
they
was
don't
really sitting there
think.
trying to figure out
It's like
what is
y'all
the
think
point
they
of
don't
this
think.
movie. I really
Hello, Endeavor is the new number one hero. Give him a badass moment.
He ain't had that.
Give him that moment.
He ain't had that.
like. I feel the way they started the movie is probably where
Especially
they should have
this
went.
would have been like sort of like the first like real like the first movie that he actually was in. I mean yeah
Right.
he was in Heroes Rising, but like at least he had more like a bigger role to play in this since he was like one of the leaders of the operation, correct? So
And like
like why
yes,
didn't give
No.
him a
right.
badass moment? Even
Because
though like I don't like here's like my whole thing with Endeavor is like I don't like you as a person, but I like you as a character. Like it's weird to say, but like he's just a well
that makes
done, he's just a well
that
made
makes no,
character.
his character
Yeah.
is well written and he has
Yes.
his story in itself around that whole thing. That's an interesting subplot of My Hero. Like
Yeah.
you said it right, but it's like none of this made sense. Like none of this made sense to me.
It
Like
feels like
I
a
don't
waste. It
understand
feels
what's the
like
point
wasted
of this movie.
opportunities. It felt
It
like
was.
that's how I feel like it.
All around,
It,
all
It's
it
around,
like
was.
wasted
all around,
opportunities.
all around, all around. Like this, I don't.
Especially since how you marketed it. Like you marketed it as like three of them together, and you're like the first still that they showed, like the first still that they ever gave us was of three of them in the cool outfits with the tagline "He shall meet the three musketeers." Like that was
Who
your
was the
very
he?
first.
Who
That was
was
the
the
very
he?
first. I know.
I don't
But see,
understand. Because
like that was
don't
your
say it's the
first.
main
Like that
villain
was the
because
first. That was the very first promotional material that they gave us.
we barely got to meet the main villain. So I was like, who was the he? Like, I don't
Yeah.
want, bro. Whoever came up with the idea for the story, promotion, I don't think no.
They
I
need to
think
be
that
shot.
how I feel probably maybe it was something different when they started,
Nah,
and then maybe something happened along the way, and then ended up like this.
can't be.
Because
It's
like seeing
Mm-mm.
how you guys marketed like from the beginning, like your very first like promotional material to now, it feels like something happened in between or behind the scenes.
it don't match up. Like it
No,
don't
yeah,
match up at all.
yeah,
Like
your promotional material and your finished product, something had to
yeah,
happen.
it don't match up.
Something
It
had to
honestly
happen.
doesn't. It doesn't because I didn't feel a sense of importance from Bakugo and Todoroki in this movie.
Yeah,
Something that was
There
supposed
was none.
to be made
There
where
was none.
it's supposed to
yeah,
be the movie highlighting the three of them.
yeah.
Not at all. Not at all.
No,
Not at all. And the suits should have been them.
Absolutely
something
nothing.
had to happen.
The suits should have been their main movie suits.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
that's just my opinion.
it should have.
Yeah. You promote that everywhere. You have
Because
toys and shit for them.
Shoot, didn't
the
they
And they
like
only
suits have
wear for
don't
5
hoodies.
aren't
minutes?
they like
The
aren't they
suits have hoodies.
selling
They're
thing of
on the run.
models
Huh?
of it? Are they selling
Yeah.
like models
Yeah.
of
Yes,
them
I
they are.
actually
in
want the
this?
models. I saw them on Amazon. I actually want the models. The ones where they have them without the hoodie and with the hoodie.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Hmm.
It makes it if you're on the run, these suits have hoodies. Why were these not the main suits? Like just have them hide their. Anyway, World Hero movie. I would definitely want to recommend if you could watch it online without having the bit, go for it. But this like no, I I
5 out of 10.
yeah,
Wow.
I would have done. Like honestly,
Wow.
I, the again like the best part like the movie was Deku's end of Deku's fight. No, is it?
Yeah.
That was during
Jeez.
that sequence was the first time like I really got like okay, I'm paying attention. But other than just I just
Yeah.
watching something that's like I'm like what am I watching like this don't this the someone said look while we watched the movie that at the end of the movie it made sense to ask real is this My Hero Academia because it don't feel like My Hero
Wow.
this don't feel like the
Wow.
work Horikoshi is put out invite fire to his pen every week this don't feel like that
Yeah.
this
That ain't
was
it.
Wow.
not a good
That movie was
representation
not it.
That's
of
such a
Horikoshi's
shock.
work
Mm-mm.
at all and I say that from my heart
Mm-mm.
this movie was not a good representation
It's like you know what this remind me of? This whole situation. It remind me of you know that Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood movie? What
uh-huh
they brought out after
There's a
Fullmetal
movie?
Alchemist end. Yes, there
This
is a
movie.
movie
That's
and it's very horrible.
yeah, it's not that good.
Oh,
Horribly
I'm not surprised.
animated and the story sucked because this is me. Like if you guys were doing a movie like and you know, it's Bones. Like Bones. I'm looking at you now with your movies. Anyway, so because like the Phil Malcolm's brother movie, you would think that maybe you get like me personally. I love Al. I love Al. You know, so I thought I don't know why I get screwed. But anyway, I thought like maybe since we're getting a Phil Malcolm's brother movie, we'll get human Al and action to an
That's
anime,
true.
and then we will see, and then we probably see Ed
Mm-hmm.
actually adapting to not using alchemy. No, they for some reason they did a movie with Ed Al, like Al still in fucking armor. They went to this random fucking place. The animation is horrible, mind you. I can't remember the name of the fucking movie. How much I hate the movie. And I love all things FMA. I love it. FMA is my
Yeah.
favorite anime
Yeah,
of all time. I love things, but not this. Not fucking this. It was horrible.
that's
And
that's
Al tried
exactly
to
how I
fall in
felt.
love with the fucking girl,
That's
and
exactly
then
how I felt, bro. With this movie.
you watched it, right?
Yeah. No, I mean I'm
It was
saying like how you
horrible.
what you're talking about now is my exact feelings for this movie.
It's
Yeah.
horrible. It's
Yeah.
horrible.
I love
It's horrible. I
MHE
don't
and it's
know.
like I
Bones
love
need to
My Hero.
stop doing these cash grab movies. Stop it, because
Maybe
that
the first two was
Bones is
so good.
capable of
Listen,
doing better.
again,
They're capable of doing better.
if
You know that they
they
are capable of doing better.
if they are not getting Horikoshi to help write the story, don't do it. Don't
That's
do it.
right. Don't do it.
Don't do
Yeah.
it.
Just
Don't
don't do any more, period. Just
that's
Don't
just
it.
do
focus
it.
on the anime.
And then
Let's
Oracle
do that.
himself was like, hey, I have an
Especially
idea
now,
for a
because
movie,
I'll
for
see.
another movie. And it's like, oh, cool. Other than that, no.
No. Even that.
Because like
If
right
you could
now,
do another movie, let it be where instead of animating the last arc or like part of the last arc in the TV anime, do it as a movie to like stand off the whole series. Do it like
I'll be
that.
down with that.
you
No, I'll be
know,
down with that.
Other
gosh,
than that,
I
don't give me no more movies.
I
I don't
can
want no more
I
movies.
can
Yeah,
Just leave it
actually
alone.
probably see. I
let
can
World
actually
Heroes
probably
Mission
see.
be the end for now.
I can
Yeah.
like, yeah, let be it for
That'll be,
now
yeah, that'll be the end for now. Skip a year.
because I honestly,
That's fine.
Skip a
man,
year. I'll skip 5.
especially
That's
this,
it. Yes, yeah.
especially
That's it.
my thing is, I think wait until things like really, really calm down in the manga. Because like right now, once season 6, like
Yeah.
anime only season 1, season 6 starts, the
Uh-huh.
ball gets rolling and it continues to roll. It is still fucking rolling, okay?
And it
It
rolling
is
don't
even
still
more
stop.
now.
fucking rolling.
It never
It
stopped.
don't stop.
And my thing is
It
like,
isn't stopping. It hasn't stopped yet. So they can't. There's no place to put a movie.
no,
There's
no,
no place
no.
to put a movie.
And even
No
before
place.
this, like I was thinking, because the trend of the movies follow, because how they're usually tying into an arc, I'm like, where are the
Yeah.
next movie even fit in going forward with the arc that's coming up? So it's like, yeah,
No.
well, just like that's okay. Take it easy with the movie. So
Take it easy.
I can take it.
Yeah.
Wait until
Okay.
the ball stops rolling in the manga.
Mhm.
Because it's still rolling.
And then do what you gotta do.
A
Now,
very interesting fight is going on right now. So, nah.
listen. Anyway, I done told, like I'll tell you what I told him off. I need all the animators on this fight. When this
Yes.
fight
Yeah.
comes up, I need
We need
all
everybody on
all
board for
hands
season
to
6.
be on.
Everybody
Because I
on
need
board.
this fight.
Vanitas better not be airing the same season. Let Vanitas take a backseat. Because we know where the good animators went.
Anime for that year.
All the good animators went to
Yeah.
Vanitas.
Do no other. I don't care if Mob season 4 coming. Don't do no other anime for that year.
Yeah,
No.
just throw all the budget in that season. Just throw all the budget in.
Give your
All of
budget
it.
for the year. Your budget
All
for
of
the
it.
year is going towards season
That's-
6. Y'all should know. Y'all should
Especially
know
this
better.
fight that's going on right now.
People have been talking about the war arc forever.
There's a scene.
Even the anime onlys have heard about the war arc.
Yeah,
So you know how serious this arc is.
If they make a tricky season now, oh lord. Oh lord.
Yeah, who does in this arc that I need all the
Listen.
definition and the
Listen.
animation to be on that.
I need
That
the
I need that to look
definition, the
stupid
animation,
crazy.
the gore, y'all.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
don't censor
need it.
shit. Don't cut nothing up.
No
Keep it the
censor,
same.
nothing. I don't want to see no white. I don't want to see no white flash. I don't want to see no cut from this scene. I don't want to see nothing. I want to see. Listen. Listen. If body parts are cut off, I want to see the body part get cut off. And manga readers, y'all know what body part I thought. Well, actually, several people loses body
I need to
parts
see everything.
in the
Everything.
I want to see
Listen.
everything.
And they come with the gate. They come with the gate horn.
Yes.
Yo,
There's a fight.
best girl season. Best
I've
girl.
been
Oh, the cosplay that started, but you see the
It started.
cosplay.
You think the cosplay is started? No.
It's
Wait
gonna
till
start.
after.
Listen.
Wait till after that.
Listen.
Oh,
Bunny, I can't. Oh God, I can't remember Bunny girl name, but she about to be. She
I
about
actually
to be a
wasn't going to say it.
beast.
That's why I on your list, but I need that.
She about to be a beast, and she's the first one coming out the gate.
Go to see
Yo.
why she's a beast. Let me tell you
She's
something.
the first.
Why
She's the
she's
first
a
badass bitch
That's
coming out in the
tone.
shop
Oh
fight
my
coming out
god.
the gate.
I might as well tell you all, if y'all like strong female characters, and I mean,
Listen,
Bro, this
y'all
fight,
talk. Listen,
why you don't want to give y'all some real like that?
y'all talking about her legs and thighs. Y'all can't wait till this.
man.
It is that. Whoo, the day is coming. The day is
Listen,
coming to be crazy.
I'm just excited that her fight is one of the first things that we can see when
That's what I'm
season
saying.
6
That's
drop.
what I'm saying. I
Listen,
need this. I need
listen,
That's one
this.
of my favorite fights in the whole series, too. Like, hands
but
down.
Oh,
Wait, that
and then
everything
girl is a
about that was
badass. I
good.
love her, man. She's my
and then we
favorite.
Oh
get
my
She's my
god.
favorite. But
and then we get to see what they've been working on with Shiggy and boy. Anyway,
boy,
anyway,
listen,
Yeah.
anyway.
anime only, y'all don't know what's coming. Oh, what's that
Yeah.
meme of the woman, like that meme of the woman that say, "Oh, there's a big storm coming," or something like that.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I know what you mean.
it's a storm though.
A
It's
storm is
a real storm. It's a. I want to say there was a scene when they first encountered All for One,
yeah.
where the kids were like, "Oh, when All for One attacks Bass Genus," and they were just sitting there and it's like, and they showed the scenes of like the fear over them, and they're just disgusted and sick. And it's like they can feel the death just hover over them. It's like, what the hell is this? This evil, ominous aura. You were about to see that again. That's all I gotta say. You were about to see that again.
Ooh,
You were
Yeah.
about to see that again.
ooh.
Yep. Oh
Woo!
my god. Oh
Before
my
we get off
god.
this final segment, the only one last thing in this fusion, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all look up and watch right. This Jujutsu Kaisen movie coming. If I step in that movie,
If
Ooh.
that in English, I walk it out.
Listen,
I walk it
listen,
out.
that
I
needs to
walk it
be
out.
in
I
stuff
send you.
because all I
I'm
watch that.
tuning in.
Listen,
I don't. Now I definitely don't know what Jujutsu
listen.
Kaisen in English stop that long.
And I
I
don't want
never
to know.
seen
I
or
And I
heard
don't want to know.
anything in Jujutsu
no,
Kaisen English,
no.
nothing.
I don't
You
So
want to
hear that
know.
in English? We
I
got trouble.
need, I need that.
I
I
need
need
y'all
y'all to get your shit together,
exactly. Whatever
cause,
issue y'all got going on, like what's got like I need y'all to
cause
make sure
that will be
double
coming out
sub
next
and
year,
double
right?
sub next year. I think in January. So
Get your
it's
shit
looking at
together. Get
probably
your shit together.
Probably March first. They
Probably.
thinking, probably thinking, yeah. March sounds
Yeah.
like but yeah.
And Fusion, I would like to have proper evening screenings for them,
For
please.
God's sake, please.
Yeah,
No more
Cause
don't pull the same shit
no more
again.
with
my thing is this:
Where y'all
no more.
bamboozle us.
saw
Don't do
y'all
that.
like
Don't do
Future.
that.
Y'all
Don't do
saw
that.
what turnout Demon Slayer had, right? Y'all saw the
And that's my
turnout.
thing. Like
Like, listen,
it is like
if y'all want more people coming here, like team up with oh god, Geek Out, team up with them, do some
some like
promotions.
Anything
Listen,
goes.
and that's why I want to have the conversation because like I feel like they killed so much of the momentum towards that movie and people coming
Yeah.
yeah,
to watch it. Like I like
because
you
like they
you killing your own
did more
product.
hype for Demon Slayer than for My Hero. That's how I see
Is what I'm
like what
saying.
Fusion did.
Is what I'm saying. Like the
Because
people will show out.
I saw like
Like people will come and
Fusion
watch it.
announced Demon Slayer like a week or 2 weeks
And
ahead,
that's why I wasn't even
and
sure if
then
they were bringing the
like they
movie.
casually dropped the My Hero post. Oh yeah,
Hey, we're bringing
yeah
my hero. All right,
here
Yeah.
we're
all
doing
right,
that.
cool,
We're
cool.
doing that.
Give the promotion. All right, this is the they were showing it. This is the price of the movie. We're bringing the book. Cool. This is cool, and this is cool. Keep doing this. Like keep
I
doing
know.
this. Right?
Keep actually doing
Yeah, keep bring
what
the
Japan and
merchandise.
the US get.
Yeah,
Keep
bring the
doing that.
merchandise. Do that. Do that. Right?
Get that
And then it's like
merchandise.
they don't put up the movies. They don't put up the dates, and then they finally put up the date. And it's like, what is this weird time? Like, even if like for some odd reason, and this is where it bothers me.
Why did they only have like middle of the day times at
And that's
first?
my
Like,
thing.
are you
Like, even if I
stupid?
was somebody who watched the dub, right? Like, let's say, like, even if I
Yeah.
was, I'm not coming out at that time. It's still a weird time. Like, why
No.
is it at that time? Like, that don't make no
Mhm.
sense.
I will
Yeah.
quote Vicky on this. Most of us are adults and we have jobs.
Yeah.
We have
Okay,
Yeah.
it's
jobs
cool.
that
Like,
work
that's why
around the time of
even
your
more
showing.
schools, kids are still in school. Who are you getting
Yeah.
at one
Who-
3:25 to watch this movie on
It's
a
like
Exactly.
you're
who,
trying to
who
like
are
kill that
watching this
movie off in its opening weekend. Like,
I
didn't you
get
see?
understand.
Like they should like market their research, but like as I look in the states, look at their opening night with Boku no Hero. Their opening night was huge.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm saying again, you will have like if you're concerned about showing up, you will have to show out. Like it's been proven now since the Broly movie
You'll
first
have
came
the show. Just
Yeah.
do the
for
promotion.
Broly.
Do the
Yeah.
promotion. Do the
Yeah,
promotion. Hell, you have Geek Out. Geek Out is doing fans. Like Geek Out
no for
did
real,
stuff for Demon Slayer.
no
Like
for
just
real.
team up with
It's
Geek Out.
like
Tell
it's
Geek
many
Out. Set up
avenues.
an event.
Yeah, and many
Yep.
people in the community you can like reach out to. They'll promote it. Like people will show out. Like Broly was there. One Piece was there. The first My Hero movie, not first, the second movie, Heroes Rising, people were there.
I
Yeah.
still don't remember
Yeah.
that.
The Demon Slayer movie, people were there. Like people
Yeah.
would have
Yeah.
filmed it, even though this was not a good movie, and I mean, I wouldn't really highly recommend, but people would have been there.
Yes.
Exactly.
If you bring the Sword Art Online movie, I'm
You
sure
still
people will
have
be there too.
fans.
The
You have
Jujutsu
fans.
Kaisen movie, people will
Loyal.
be there. The next Dragon Ball Z movie, then Black Clover, and so on and so on. Like people are going to be there. Like if it's an anime movie, I'm pretty sure like people will be there. Especially if it's one for a series that everyone watches. People will be there.
Yes. Like my thing is this, like when you bring a movie over, like when you start showing a movie, do your fucking research.
Yeah.
Do your research.
Amen.
If you see that this movie is widely popular, then you should know how to market. You know?
That's simple. That's simple. But overall, the experience was not fun.
That sucks.
That part, I'm
gonna still try and go and buy the book, though. I at least want the book.
Yeah,
it's
a cool book. I'm liking now, especially as a collection because it's still a limited thing. It's not something right. So it's still cool to have.
If I have to watch the movie to get the book, I guess.
Especially just to have like pieces of Horikoshi's art and like sketches for certain things.
I know. I love stuff like that. I love to collect things.
Shout out to where is he? I saw him earlier in this book. Very funny. Very, very, very funny hero that we saw.
We didn't talk about the Pharaoh nigga.
Yes. Shout out to Salam. Literally. Shout out to Salam. The Pharaoh.
April, that nigga did nothing.
Chapters, though.
That nigga did nothing.
Like, wasn't he referenced recently in the
lot of these
heroes,
these heroes didn't do anything. And he was though. He was for Egypt. He was definitely referenced. For the hero he did. A lot of these heroes did nothing.
This movie was in 2D. This man was in 1D.
Wow.
No, for real.
Literally.
This work is paperous. Actually, it allows him to flatten his body like paperous or paper. I guess that's paper. He can slip through narrow spaces and can also ride the wind to move at an incredible speed. His weakness is mold in places with high humidity.
Well, of course.
So show water on him and he's good.
Yeah, pretty much. But it actually makes me question if he can actually make his body solid. And he just had his quirk activated that entire time. I'm actually pretty curious about that.
I can't do it, bro. I just can't.
But yeah. Wait, he had a voice actor? I don't remember this dude speaking once in this movie.
Yeah, he speaks once in the beginning.
That sucks.
See, this is why you don't watch stuff because he has missed so much.
You miss a lot for real, man.
I mean, it's rather cool as ass. But yeah, the book is cool.
That sucks, man.
The book is good. I wish we got more of Majestic because we didn't get Majestic in the manga either.
Yeah.
But I won't say what happens, but still, we didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we said, 5 of 10. Where's Heroes Mission?
Wow.
Get the book. Get the book.
I know. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna I'm gonna be like, Fusion, can y'all do a girl solid? Let me buy the book from you.
I mean, at this point, you might as well ask for real.
Yeah.
But
do not pay to watch this movie.
But can we ask your friend, your Fusion, if I can buy the book?
I mean, I doubt it. They probably. I mean, to be told, movie ticket is like $11.
Technically, you should still get my money because I buy.
I feel like the book actually would probably be equivalent to like $11 or so.
You know,
even if you buy the ticket, it's still.
Let me throw you $11.
Yeah, you can do that. You probably could. I mean, even to that probably is a good. Yes.
You still get your money from me somewhere formed.
Yeah, you probably could. Yeah, so just buy the ticket and then just go get your book, and that's probably it.
Yeah.
Buy the ticket, get the book, and leave.
I see nothing wrong with that. I see nothing
Yeah,
wrong with that.
absolutely nothing wrong with
I
that.
might actually
Absolutely
do it.
nothing.
I might actually do it. Part of me actually still wants to sit through and watch the movie. Part of me still wants to experience the horribleness myself.
Yeah.
Punishment. That's what you like.
I mean, hey, if I have to buy the ticket to get the book, might as well sit and watch the movie for like 10 minutes.
Real talk.
Just make sure you
Real
get
talk.
it. Yeah, go and watch the sub. At least let us know. Let us know how it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let us know how it is.
if they actually did
Yeah,
bring
you
this
could do it. You
if
could
they
do
Yeah,
actually
it.
did.
let us know if you
Yeah,
like
they
you
did
see
bring the sub
out
over.
the
They did.
movie.
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
They
they brought it
did.
over.
They
Yeah.
did it. Did it. All right.
They
Okay.
just thought that we didn't want to see it.
Clearly, for some reason, that's like, you know what, this group coming to watch this movie at night. I think they gonna watch something, and they didn't watch it. They gonna need to
They
buy something.
tired, man. They too tired to read.
They really want to watch that sub. You know, they want to watch that
Anymore.
sub. I mean, that dub. They gonna watch that.
Yeah, let's see them the dumb.
Hey boy, listen. If I could
Just
find
Ain't
something,
like
nobody want to read.
if they do what they to me like what they did to you guys, I'm just gonna probably walk out and be like, hey, in case you didn't know, but that's stuff in there.
please, last stuff like that.
Exactly.
Please tell us what the response is. Like, y'all know y'all playing. Y'all know y'all playing
Say,
the wrong
hi,
movie.
like it's
You think they
stuff.
slick.
It's stuff
They
in
think they
there.
actually. I must.
And my ticket says sub. I don't know like if y'all like dub means like English. Sub means like sub has like subtitles with Japanese voice.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
I don't know. Like maybe this is your first time doing it. I'm just being nice here. Maybe there was confusion, technical difficulties, but
Click the wrong button.
y'all put the wrong reel in there.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
Jesus. Anyway,
All right, so
that's enough of that.
yeah, that's what happened.
We ran about like a whole hour.
Yeah, we
And
most
before we go,
definitely did.
let's talk about. I guess we can talk about the big episodes this week. We've got with big episodes this week, so I don't know where you guys want to start. World's Hero. I'm gonna say World's Hero. I'm not World's. See, this dumb movie still in my head. World's Greatest Assassin.
Yeah,
Once again, I love
we
it.
got some plot inside this episode.
We did,
We
and
got a lot of plot.
we also met one of the characters this season. I mean, of this
I like
episode.
it.
Hold on, when I say plot, I mean plot with all caps. That's what I mean. Because I watched it.
Oh no, I was there too. I won't even lie to you. I started to bother myself. Is there an uncensored version of this anime?
I mean, well, given that the people have also created
What's really going on?
We do a hero. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
given their track record, maybe there's
I was pleasantly surprised, April. I was very much
surprised.
I say yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Homeboy say strip.
Yeah, sounds like.
Oh fuck! Are we doing this?
Let me let you see me rubbing my arm.
What do you mean strip?
Rubbing my arm.
I'm still like,
rubbing
oh
my arm.
God, are we doing
What do you mean strip? Like I said, what? Like, oh, we doing the same thing.
It's like, oh my God, because like this week I noticed like we were in the same stupid dark dungeon. This again, this thing. It's like, ah, shit.
Yeah, like you teaching them all the tricks. You say, oh, okay.
He even feel up the chest. Like I'm like,
I saw him do that, but I was like,
what that guy do? I'm just supposed to be doing like the arms, the legs, the glutes, and all that, but like
factual. But for our listeners and our this episode, we found Lou. Well, at least we got introduced to one of the girls, the main cast, where Lou finds her after being abandoned from a family because they're poor and they couldn't afford that with an amount to feed during the winter time. in
So that's like bitch
the
bad.
kingdom. Yeah, exactly. They was just like, yeah, go boom. So he found them being
I'm
attacked
so
by some.
shocked that she turned
Well,
that she grew into that. I'm just
Yeah, right. After two,
really,
yeah.
when I
and 2 years passed because I was wondering who she was,
you know, and then I watched the opening, and I
and
was
then
like,
when they saw her, I was
the
like,
opening came, and I was
"Bitch,
like,
that's you!
that's you. How is
Bitch,
this here?
that's you!"
So
Puberty
listen,
hitting this young generation
yeah,
fast and hard.
yeah. So after
I know.
Lou saves her and pretty much brainwashes her. Because that's essentially what he said.
Yeah,
He brainwashed her,
that's all he
made her a
did.
servant because he was looking for someone with mana to help him on his mission. We do
Yeah.
have a time skip.
Then also the god also sort of pushed her
Yeah, like
to
she said,
because like
it's like,
she
yeah,
said, "Oh, I had a
a
dream,
dream or something. Yeah,
and the goddess told me that I would have an interesting encounter, a life changing
she
encounter."
had an interesting
Yeah.
encounter. She definitely did.
Yeah,
But,
she did.
but we have a bit of a time skip.
We
To where we're
did
now
finally.
in, yeah, to where we're now, I guess, in the age they were when we met them in episode 1.
Were
Yeah.
they? No, I think no. They're a bit older, aren't
Are
they?
they?
No, I don't
No, I
know.
think they're the same age. I
Yeah,
think they're
because
the
Oh,
same
they
age.
say
I was
because
looking
aren't
at
they
it like,
12?
yeah,
Aren't
at
they
the same,
12
I think
now?
that's the next thing. I was like, and yet they're still just 12. But, and yet
Are
they're
we
still
having
just
like
12.
this? This
Right.
is remind me of Tokyo Revengers, where
Definitely.
the children are looking like adults.
No, for
Yeah.
real.
Why?
Real.
Because
But,
that
I
ain't no
mean,
12-year
well,
old boy.
given what's to
I don't,
come,
right,
and
because this
given
dude,
that it's the same people who
yo,
wrote Redo
his,
of Healer,
his
I
voice,
am sensing some very
uh,
underage foolishness going
yeah.
on.
His voice
Yep.
shot up like he was full blown 60 or something, but he's only
Yeah.
12. But they are
I'm
the
like,
height and stuff that they look like in the opening and when they were. So, like, I guess this is where they are. So, I guess we're more so going to get more into currently what leads up to them. But yeah, so
yeah.
Lou
I want to see the
eventually
hero, man.
takes her in. Me too. Takes her in, trains her to be an assassin. Figure out she doesn't have much of an affinity for daggers, and gives her a spear that can, which is really cool. Which is really cool. Like with the spear,
It's a
It's a full.
foldable spare.
full
Yeah.
spear, yeah, as can
Yeah.
be hit. So that's actually pretty cool. But it's a great episode because we got more story. We
Yeah.
got more into his mindset of, I guess, how he views people on the
Yeah,
quest of
he
doing this
views them
mission.
as he views them like as tools or
Pretty much.
Yeah.
assists.
Which in my, if I was to make a theory, I think we're gonna get on a part of where Lou takes to them as more than just like tools or something to help him complete his mission. He actually starts
Yeah.
to like and cherish them, because we did start where it's like in his whole life he felt as though he didn't have anything to love outside of being an assassin. Like, he didn't have
Yeah. I don't
something
think
like,
like he could. I don't. I also think that he didn't want. Like he didn't. He didn't think that he could have trusted anyone as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna get in a part like that. But yeah, World's best raised assassin is definitely a
Yeah.
favorite of mine this season, especially for being an isekai.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
definitely.
Oh yeah.
I'm enjoying each episode more and more, getting to know the cast and seeing again reveal the cast, getting to know Lou as a character. Still like really exceptionally good. The
Yeah.
genius. Yeah, so I'm just looking forward to more. Looking forward to more.
Me
Looking forward to
too.
more.
I feel the same way about Paladin because
Yeah,
Um,
Paladin is actually getting better. And like
yeah,
how I
Paladin's good.
view
I
Paladin,
yeah.
I think like for MC especially, like he's the MC that I wish that Rudy could be
Right. And it's funny you
in
say that
Jobless
because
Reincarnation.
yeah, I watched
Okay.
the episode today, but I want to
I
make some
also watched
comparisons.
Jobless Reincarnation to
I want to make
as
some
well.
comparisons here. The first
Yeah.
one is that what I really liked, and this also kind of like harkens back to the whole thing of when I said that even though this is an isekai, it feels solely like a fantasy.
Yeah.
If y'all remember correctly, when he was like breaking down in front of Mary and the red haired guy, another guy, and the old man, he was saying like, he told them he reincarnated from another world, but they
Yeah.
just treat it like it don't matter, like stuff like
Yeah.
that don't matter. It's just you or whatever. Like I thought that was very cool Because like usually
Yeah.
like the whole reincarnation thing is something they just try to keep secret and they
Uh,
just make like a big deal out of it. But in
Yeah.
this case, it was like that don't
yeah,
matter.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I thought that that was really different and cool. And then secondly, how you said that you like how he ain't like Rudy. I was watching the new episode and I just was like, bruh, okay, this pervy shit it's too
I
much for
know.
me now.
Because like
It's too much for me
especially
now.
for
Like
me,
it takes away at times. It definitely does.
yeah,
especially where Jabba's reincarnation is right now, I feel like it's time to really dial back on the pervy
yeah.
foolishness because
Yeah,
Because you
we're
remember when he put the panties on his face and he was
I
licking it, I was
know.
like,
I'm
wait,
like,
what
what
the
the
yeah, that's the
hell?
fuck?
one. That's
And
the one.
then he started
What?
licking, and then he started licking, and I was like, dude, like, what the fuck, man? Like, you actually taking me out of this shit? Like, it's so
And I think
annoying.
that's where
It's
it gets
very
to where
Yeah,
like
annoying.
sometimes isekais lose me and why I
And
like
like, Java's
um
reincarnation is
Prince
such a
Assassin so much.
good,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
because
such a
it
good
has left
fucking
that.
isekai. It's such a
No,
good
John,
fucking
it
isekai
is.
that
It
they
is. It
do
really
it.
is. It really is. That's the
And
thing
then they
about it.
do this
It's
shit,
wonderful.
and it pisses me off every single time Jobless does it. It pisses me off because I really love you. Stop doing this shit. Stop it.
Yeah, that
Especially
is.
this
and
episode. It
this
pissed me
episode
off
was
a
good,
lot
you
this
know. It was
episode.
very good
It
because
was
it
very
was a lot
good.
of deep stuff inside this episode.
Yes.
Mhm.
But
A lot
that
of
one
stuff.
part in the beginning, like I just was like, y'all could have
That
cut that out
begin shit,
entirely.
that was so
Yeah,
stupid.
they could have cut that out entirely.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
It's no need for that. It was like no need.
Javon, did you watch this
But,
week's episode of Jobless?
yeah, I did. And that's why I'm saying like it's.
Yeah.
I can clearly see like whereas like sometimes isekais is lose me because it have and why this is feels so different to me and why I like it so much because they don't have a lot of that perviness like that I
Yeah.
feel like isekais almost have to have now like a bit of that
Yeah.
with the cast and you have especially when you have like the MC has a cast of females in this part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
like another interesting thing about whereas he was asking, I forgot, I just remembered. They showed the goddess actually had another person
Oh
um
yeah.
I
earlier
know.
to actually take
Well,
on the hero, and he turned into a thief. Like he got reincarnated as like a turned into, and I was like
It's
the
like he was a soldier, wasn't he? He was
yeah,
a
he was like one of
soldier
the
in
yeah,
his
he was like the
first
world's
life.
greatest soldier or some garbage like
I'm
that.
like,
and
And
he just became a
dude,
complete neat and lazy, and it's like he had
they can say,
no
dude.
I
idea.
got money and unlimited food. Let me
Right,
get
like,
part of
oh,
fuck
he was
and just
like,
stay
no
home.
hero.
My
Like
God.
she was so just like, oh my god, like really, this is what you do when you turn into a knee. Like
Listen,
Yeah.
if I was her, I was just gonna strike him down. Come on,
Right?
you're the goddess of the world. You have the
Yeah,
power to
time
literally
to go.
strike him down.
let's
Like,
Time to
actually
go.
strike him down.
think of this theory, and we can go back to the other anime as well after this. But
Oh,
what if the hero was actually
oh,
he brought in before, and he
I
was
had a
like,
feeling.
"Break this."
I had a
I'd put
feeling
Now
it
money
was
on it.
break
I'm
this
taking
time.
over,
I'd put
and
money
now
on it.
it's like, okay, we gotta correct this. We gotta find
I
someone.
I
Yes,
I'd put
That's
money on it.
exactly
Yeah.
that's
yes,
my theory. Like he is someone that got reincarnated himself, and it's like, huh, okay,
yes.
cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Reincarnate. People have to go after. They have to go
Yeah,
after
that's
each
like,
other.
so if that's the case, that's a really cool. If that ends up being the case, that's a really cool
That
concept. That's a
is,
really cool
yeah.
concept. Honestly,
That's
honestly,
very interesting.
yeah, but we can get back to Paladin. We get back to Paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that what I mentioned was like my favorite thing about the episode. The other thing is that he finally contracted with a god.
Yeah.
And his fight against the evil god guy, that was pretty impressive in my opinion. Like he
Yeah.
did a really good job. I
Uh-huh.
like that
Yeah.
he failed first, and then afterwards, once he did what he needed to do, he was able to make a comeback. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, but y'all think Mary and the others gonna die? Cause
I
Mm,
I
he
can see it.
bamboozled them at the end.
I
So
I can
think
see
they
it. I can
will.
see it
I
after this.
think they
I can
will.
see
I
it
think
after.
they're gonna die. Cause, like, especially how you look at the opening, at the
I was
opening.
yeah,
about to say. I
yeah,
was
Because the
about to
opening,
yeah,
the
say.
opening alludes to cause like shows them almost like memories and thing. Also, the EV also
Yeah,
yeah,
sort of shows them like in almost like in that soft light, like what you
and then
normally
he
not
kind
only
of
with
um
other people too.
yeah,
You
he's with
know,
other
no.
people. So something
yeah,
has to happen for him
Yeah,
to move or to leave
move
that
on.
place. And
Wait.
what
Yeah,
else
yeah,
is for him to kill them and then disappear, and then he goes on a journey, almost
Mm.
almost for revenge at first.
Yeah.
Almost for
No,
revenge
no,
or for
yeah.
justice or whatever, and then
Yeah.
he meets these people. Like it's like I hope, like, part of me hope that doesn't be as predictable as that, but it feels like it's going to be predictable like that. At
Mind you, like,
least
Yeah.
that part, at
even though
least
you
them
say
dying.
that, I feel like this anime is going to take another jump when we get to him actually meeting the other persons that
Yeah,
we see.
we're
Yeah,
gonna
I
get a
feel like it's
time
going to
skip.
get more. Yeah,
We're gonna get him meeting, like he's like probably how the episode's gonna happen. He's gonna run there.
uh,
He's too
Yeah.
late. They're dead.
true,
We
true.
can see him have a whole breakdown, and then maybe like fade up to the sky or some food, or like some base. Well, not basic, but like fade up to the sky, fade to black or whatever, and then you see a new scenery. Then him and like in the whole and like his I think like promotional material. He's like in a cloak, so you probably might see him standing in a cloak on the journey. Like I think that's
Yeah.
probably how we're gonna
Ah,
see that.
Yeah.
We've watched enough anime to know like what the basic set
yeah,
is for these things.
true, true.
I
I was gonna
agree.
say, I think they made that too. So if you go back to the last episode when he kind of like made it seem like he wanted to go off on a journey and come back and introduce his family or so to these guys. It's like this kind of sets itself up to be like, yeah, you're not gonna be able to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not gonna live.
You think it's gonna be like so?
They're gonna live on in his memories.
I guess so. It's
They're
good.
gonna live
But
on in his memories.
Unfortunately.
we're getting a lot of time with them, so it's like, yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that being the case even more so.
And plus,
Yeah,
like
they
he according to them, he's already grown up. It's time to leave the nest, and you
yeah.
know
I mean,
what could, like empty nest. It's gonna be an empty nest, so he's gonna leave, but he's gotta leave. He
yeah,
gotta
I mean,
grow
and
up.
essentially too, they're dead too, so it's like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
they're
really,
already
yeah. Like
dead.
so, what you really could do? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't there for the last part, so I didn't get to mention it. But for the last episode, I thought it was really cool as to the reasons why they became the undead that they are.
Yeah,
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah, we
Yeah.
yeah,
did talk about
one
that.
lost
Yeah,
their
Yeah.
right, they one lost their flesh. The other had their skin. What was it? Burnt?
He was burnt. Yeah.
Yeah, burnt.
yeah.
And then with the wizard, he I forgot exactly what it
He
was.
had no attachment to his
He
body.
had no
Yeah,
attachments, and
So
he didn't care what
yes.
he
happened to
became
his
a ghost.
body.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you right. So I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, Paladin is definitely going above my expectations for it, especially from where I started. So,
Yeah,
so
Oh
because
yeah, that combo
where
breaker
Paladin
from the wizard
started.
too though. That was odd. That combo breaker you do at the beginning.
Yeah.
it
They
was.
get going on whatever. Wait.
It was. So, okay. Last one before we head out, we gotta talk about our boy. We gotta talk about. I know you was crying last week. Um,
Wait.
with this is we making out, but we
Wait.
gotta talk about our
Oh,
boy.
Ranking of
We
Our
gotta talk
Kings.
about
boy
Boji.
Kaji.
We
We
gotta
gotta
talk about
Boji.
Boji.
Listen,
we
We
y'all,
got
gotta
to.
talk about him.
Domus,
No.
like first thing, fuck Domus. Every episode, this feels like
All
every
my
episode I have
homies
to say
hate
fuck
Domus.
I could have seen him all the way. I could have seen him all the way.
Right?
All my
Like the
homies.
episode just started. Domus was pissing me off. I'm like, dude, like
Exactly.
you could give me 20 minutes, please.
Exactly.
Give me
Like
10, 20
They
minutes
can't
before I get
hesitate to
pissed
vote
off with
against
you.
Boji to make
you want
a what do you know?
it's like
Time up,
what?
make him the king.
Yeah.
Like, come
Right.
on, man.
Go
I'm
off,
like,
vote against.
bro.
Like, dude, did you remember what the fuck the king told you before the king died? The king told you to look after and train my son to
I'm like,
make
that's
him a
some BS.
king.
But
What
no,
the fuck? Like,
and this is where I know it's like I could see it coming.
misinterpret it?
Domus is so captivated and so lost in the fact that he wants to train someone that can match him or like he can pass on that. He just ignores all the qualities but he
Yes,
has. So
he
it's like,
doesn't
bro,
see like.
Exactly,
he's
man.
just in love with the brother. Like, oh my god, I've never seen such skill like that. Like, okay, do it. So what if he just dodges the attack? You can't kill him if you
I
can't kill. So
he
what's
was
the
dodging.
Exactly.
Listen, he was
Exactly.
dodging. He was
no?
dodging, and he was landing hits. My thing is, if Boji can't carry a regular sword, make a
So what?
fucking lighter sword for
Is what
him.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what
A lighter and sharper, lighter and sharper blade. A sharp blade, like it might not have the strength of a regular blade, but if it's sharp, it could cut
hmm.
anything.
But my thing
A
is, if
Right.
light, sharp
like
blade, like
Like one of them needle swords,
attack.
bruh.
Yeah,
Like
right,
the
if you
fencing
can't, if you
weapons,
can't
like
kill me,
bruh, even
if you do it,
yes,
and
the
I can
fence,
kill
like the
you,
fence.
what's the problem here? What's the problem? What's the problem? I don't
bruh.
understand.
I
But anyway,
know.
Domus, all our homies say
And
Domus
listen,
moving again.
the fact, like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna get to
yeah.
the queen, but like when the queen said, "Thomas, you go with Boji," it's like, no, no, no. It's like, no, don't let this man be a part of Boji's party. Fuck that.
I know,
No,
right? I say all the
no,
people you could
no.
to
Oh,
send with this nigga, you could
and
send bitch ass woman.
I know, right?
Oh my god.
Domus is gonna try and stab him in the back, right? You know
Of
Domus is gonna
course,
try to do
of
that,
course,
right?
Yeah.
You
of
know he's
course.
gonna try to, because little homicidal maniac is on the
Now,
throne and he's trying to kill people who oppose him. So of
Of course.
course he's gonna take that opportunity. He's like, Thomas, kill
Speaking
Boji,
of
boy.
that, the
And you know,
spare nigga hard way. He hard way.
that's
He
my
yeah.
boy.
beat that snake nigga dead
You
bad
you
way.
can
I
see
say, yo.
he actually cares about it. I actually think
No,
he cares about it.
listen.
I actually think he cares.
The snake dude is not dead. He is not dead. The
Yeah, I believe
snakes
you. I
save
believe
him.
you.
The
I think they
snakes
save him for real.
save him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see the
So,
snake, like he sucked into the ground. That's the snake
Yeah.
moving up from underground, and they're going to carry him to Big Boy. They might carry him to the Queen. Since we haven't talked about the Queen yet,
hmm.
Yeah.
listen, because the Queen
Okay.
reveal. The Queen is actually, I am
She's actually a
actually,
decent human being.
she is actually a decent
I
human
was
being.
shocked.
I was shocked too.
I was
She's
She
like
just
one
loves her
of those,
son.
yeah,
She just loves her son.
she was loving
Yeah.
Boji. She was just being like so overprotective of Boji that made
Yeah.
her blind. Like that's why I don't really
Yeah.
fault her. I don't really fault
I
her
was
for like how
that,
she was treating Boji.
that shocked me. Yeah, that shocked me a bit.
Yeah,
Like it's more
Yeah.
out of the fact that I don't want you to end up getting in danger because of the way you are. So it's
yeah,
like I'm gonna try and keep you out of danger or at least support
yeah.
as much as I can. To like you
And
said, like it just
sometimes
made
I
it
have to
come
say
off
some
as
horrible
though
things
yeah,
to get you to do that.
right.
So like I actually like feel for her, and like when they
Yeah.
showed us her backstory, like when she first met Boji and how
Mhm.
her and Boji slowly like like bonded, and then like she got pregnant, and then like
Right.
Hmm.
the bond started to like loosen,
Yeah, it's like
and then
starting today I get your new mama. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I know, and then
like,
how
oh,
she
this man,
tried
look
so
at this anime.
hard. She
Hey, look at this
tried so
anime.
hard to bond with Boji. Like, and now she like she finally
Hey.
like she finally like something similar to a parallel to how they first connected.
Oh,
Like now they connected again because like she understood him. Like she actually got like
she learned
his
something.
mindset, and she
Yeah,
said, you
yeah.
know what? Say yes. I'm gonna let you go on your journey. I'm like, oh, and then Boji, like, didn't Boji hug her when she told him
He
that?
gave her a kiss.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
He
I
gave
was like,
her a kiss.
oh my
That was cute.
gosh,
That was
I
very cute.
This
know,
anime definitely knows how to pull
I
off the
know.
affection on you.
But she
And
is
then
in a
Yeah.
rough. This
just
girl, like, she is in a rough position though. She's in a very rough
Mm.
oh,
position now
she
because
is.
because like she realized that her son, your son's a little
Yeah.
psychopath. Your son's
Yeah.
a little psycho.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
It's very clear. It's
Yeah,
very clear. All because of that's probably that stupid mirror that he found.
yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I still won't have no sympathy for him because like
Oh, yeah.
they're gonna try like further down the line they're gonna try and make us sympathize. And I was like, no,
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't care.
speaking of sympathy, I actually feel as though during this journey they're going to have it where this is my theory to where Domas gains an appreciation for Bodhi. But until that happens,
Yeah.
it's still
He better. Because if he don't,
it's
then
still freaking
I
us.
plotting on that nigga.
Really, it's
I
still
plotting
How
on him.
this
it's
is how I see Domus is going because like come on like the story like this Rush already know by now that we are like kind of pissed off at Domus already. So something serious is going to happen to
uh,
Domus and Boji is going to save his ass. And so that's when Domus hopefully Domus loses an eye or something because I want Domus. I really want Domus to get disability. I
Same.
want him to get
Right.
disability. I want him to understand the way how Boji feels. He might not get as bad as Boji, but I want you to know and feel how bad it is and know how hard
Uh,
Boji worked.
yeah.
So then you can appreciate the true fucking strength of a king. That is what I want for Thomas. That's what I want Thomas to lose a leg or an arm, his eyesight, his hearing, something.
Bravo,
Something
April. Bravo.
permanent. Thank you.
Bravo. I love
That,
that.
that
I
definitely,
love
Thank
all of
you.
that.
that would definitely get
Thank
the best
you.
out of it, though. The
Yes.
Domus.
That's what I want.
Yes.
So now you got
Yes.
better
I need
options.
it. I need it to happen
That
now.
is
I
what
need it to
I
happen now.
want.
Yeah.
I want because like I want that. That's why I want almost every person to in some way or form be in Boji's shoes. That's what I want.
To
Amen.
what
That's what I
to
want.
understand them better? Yeah. Yep.
That's what I
Amen.
want.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, my rankings again was good again. Like
It is very good.
every time I watch
That's
this, I was like, I
that's
can't
a
believe I was prepared not to watch
It
this.
is very good.
I
that
can't believe
anime
If
don't
you
miss.
don't miss, and if you guys are still not watching Ranking of Kings,
please,
if
please,
What are you
any
doing?
anime at all that
please.
you have to watch Ranking of
Ranking of
Kings.
Kings.
It
You
gotta
I
be
have
there.
to.
this is
You
definitely a
have
classic in the
to.
making. I definitely could feel it.
You
Yeah.
have to. It is going to be a huge contender when the fall season ends. I'm hoping that it carries over into was it winter? I hope it
I
carries
hope
over
so
into
too.
winter.
I hope so too,
I
because
I I I think it should be a full adaptation because I think the manga finished for it.
Oh, cool, good.
well
Let this
done.
be
Yeah.
It's the manga
a
long though.
long. Well, I let it be a long
I'm
running
not
one.
sure. I'll have to look that up.
I don't know how many
Because
chapters it has.
yeah, I
I
have
get
to look that up. I'm not
okay.
entirely sure.
All right, but I'm looking forward to see what happens with this.
But yes, I'm
Damn.
looking
How
forward
the
to
story
see what
goes, looking forward
happens.
to seeing Bougie prove everyone wrong.
And I'm going to
Looking
be a
forward to that day.
proud parent because, like the day that Boji will be king, he will be
Yes, he
king,
will.
and he will be the
Yes.
highest ranking king.
Oh,
And
Yes, he
when that
will.
day
you
happens,
know. Speaking of
you
my
will
boy,
see me
speaking of my
crying
boy.
all of the happy ugly tears. You will see me.
Mm-hmm.
You will see
Mm-hmm.
me cry all of the happy ugly tears.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
every
Listen,
last
because me and
I'll be
Omar actually
I'll be cheering my
cried
boy
on this
on.
pod.
I
So we're
know,
Yeah.
gonna cry
I
again
know,
on this pod.
I know.
that's
I know.
how
Listen,
that's how like this anime like really draws you and makes you really feel
Oh yeah.
I
makes
wasn't
you
there, but
really
I would
feel
tell
for
you the
these
ending
characters,
of that
especially
last
Boji.
episode had me is like
Hmm.
that entire episode. That entire episode. That entire episode.
Yes,
Because
That
all
was a
about
lot.
like really
yes. So watch
so
Ranking of
please,
Kings.
please
Watch
watch it.
it
Please,
and watch
please.
Please.
it,
All right.
Please.
This list coming
please.
this is coming very soon for what y'all should be watching because Ranking of Kings
Yes,
will be right there. Y'all got it
it'll
done.
be right
Most
there.
of
It's
this.
gonna be a top
Even if you gotta
contender.
wait until the season is finished, just make sure you watch this.
Watch it. Just
Just
watch
Ranking
watch
the
it.
Kings is literally my favorite thing I watch in this season.
no
Yes.
for
Literally.
real. No for real. Between
Yes.
Ranking of Kings
Listen,
and
I
Girls
thought
Going Faster,
86. I thought 86 was gonna be my anime
yeah.
because I love 86 pieces.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But Ranking of Kings is definitely my top anime of the fall.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. Oh, and please, if
So
someone
good.
is update Comey in a timely manner, I beg of you.
Oh
I would like
yeah.
Please.
I would like to watch Comey in a timely manner.
Listen,
Please.
for my
Go
friends April
anime.
and
Please.
Javon, please bring out Call Me on time so they can watch it.
Thank you.
Please.
Please.
Because
That's all I'm asking.
episode three just came out Sunday. I know
That's all I'm
episode
asking.
4 has been out.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Because I ain't trying to wait. I ain't trying to wait week to week. I don't watch the first 2 episodes. Like I ain't trying to wait for you to get to episode 3
Because
in
we're
the
saying
next week.
Go Anime, you're supposed to be on time. You're not supposed to be
Real
trying to
talk.
match Netflix
Yeah.
speed. Don't do
Real
that.
talk.
Don't.
Real
Don't.
talk.
You understand
Give me
what
episode 4. Give me episode 4 like now before
like you
episode
really
5
like they
comes
really
up.
trying to say, but go turn the anime. It's like I really ain't feel like doing all of that. But hey, here we are. Here we are.
I don't want to turn down, man.
I don't want to.
I don't want to watch Go Anime. Let me watch
Oh,
Go Anime.
but they trying to force my hand. But
I
anyway,
know, right?
that brings us to the end of another great pod.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you're doing so, don't forget to check us out on the Solid Network. Don't forget to check us out on YouTube. Just check by
Oh yeah.
check us out on Twitter as well at the Otaku Summit. And
Mm-hmm.
of course, join the Discord so you guys can talk with us, converse about different animes, tell us your likes, tell your dislikes, all of that.
Yes.
So until next week, guys, this is the Otaku Summit, and we are out.
Hello.